To many Gillingham fans, Andy Hessenthaler already walks on water. The Gills boss may like to take one step at a time, but with the hard-working Kent side already looking forward to taking on mighty Arsenal in the FA Cup next weekend, Hessenthaler also has one eye on reaching the playoffs. Could this just be Gillingham's year?
Yeah, it could be. I mean, it's going to be tough for us. I mean, we're still, I think, 7 points off the playoffs, but all the time the confidence is high. Who knows? And you know, obviously we've got a tough game today against Wimbledon, which is, to me, is probably our biggest test at home for a few weeks. So I think they're in a false position.
Unbeaten in 4 matches, including the FA Cup, understandably there was a real air of optimism outside Priestfield before the match against Wimbledon.
Hopefully we can go to Arsenal and you know, just knocking them out easy and tongue-in-cheek there.
I think the side today is more loyal to the club than any team I've ever seen. I've followed them for 54 years. And I think it's the best I've ever seen at the club.
Are they going to win today?
It's going to be hard.
And that Gills fan wasn't wrong. Come 5-3, and Hessenthaler, who named himself as a substitute for the match, knew Terry Burton's Wimbledon would prove stern opposition. And very soon it was the Dons who were looking the sharper of the two sides. The troublesome Patrick Agumang almost broke the deadlock, but for a brave save from Vince Bartram midway through the first half. Gillingham's ploy of 3 up front with King, Onura and Shaw were coming up against the yellow brick wall of Wimbledon's defence. No repeat of Ife Onura's stunning 40-yarder against Coventry last Saturday. But just after the interval, Marlon King almost gave Gillingham the lead, only for a great save from Kelvin Davis to deny the striker. Neil Shipperley, the son of former Gills centre-back Dave Shipperley, was a constant danger man for Gillingham, but both sides were finding it hard to break the deadlock. The home crowd were really buzzing when Andy Hessenthaler came on in a double substitution, and soon the bubbly midfielder had the Gills storming forward as the player-manager put together an inspirational last 15 minutes. But despite Gillingham's endeavours and another chance for Marlon King, the game ended goalless. Not that Andy Hessenthaler was too disappointed. Andy, a point gained or 2 points dropped?
Gained, I think, because they're a good side, and you know, I think they're in a false position. I've always said that, and you know, it wasn't a pretty game. The pitch doesn't help us at the moment, but you know, I probably would have settled for a point before the game, as I say.
So Neil, if your dad had been watching today, what would he have said?
I think he might have left at half time. It weren't the prettiest. I mean, he always comes back to watch us play here. He had fond memories of the club here, and just a shame the match couldn't sort of sparkle anything up. It was a very dull match, I thought.
And Mike, to me, you were man of the match. You're all over the place today.
Well, yeah, it was a good team performance, you know, coming here. But to settle for a point, I think, before the game, it's a tough place to come, and the pitch doesn't do anyone any favours, really. But it's nice to be off the back of the win against City to get a point here. It keeps our little run going, and you know, it keeps us in with a shout. Biggest
cheer of the match, as far as I'm concerned, is when you came on yourself.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It's nice. It's the first time I've been on for. I come on at Coventry last week, but first home game I'll be on for a long time. And I was like a little boy out there, to be fair. So it was quite nice to have a run around and make a few tackles. And as I say, I quite enjoyed it.
The enthusiasm, as ever, is still there for the pint-sized manager, who can still play a bit too when Hessenthaler's around. Never write off Gillingham.